do you think Mook is ducking this Hitman battle right now?
Well, there's different ways to duck battles. You could just straight up ignore requests to battles, and then you could just ask for outrageous demands, and that will ensure the battle won't happen. That is a form of ducking. Now, is that what is what Mook is doing? I can't say that. I haven't spoken with him about it, but that's 70-30, man. That's crazy.
You know what?
You
You
know,
know
you
what?
can't tell, man. Like, people always say you can't tell people what they're worth. You can't tell them what they're worth, but you have to. At some point, Mook has to relinquish a bit of the ego and say, "Yeah, I'm Murda Mook. I'm one of the guys that built this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So I know what I'm worth. But at the same time, you have to acknowledge Hitman's worth in this battle as well. Let me
Yeah,
ask you, who would be the A side in this battle right now?
that's tough to say though, because these guys are both A sides, man. Like
Yeah, so for
that's
you
like
to say 70-30, it's Mook obviously feel like I'm the big dog here. I want 70% and you take 30, 70-30.
I think that's way too much though, like 70-30. Because Hitman, no matter what you say, he is a superstar. He's a mega draw. He's
What
one of the
about
big.
is 50-50 cool?
It
60
should be.
40.
Should
Hey,
be. It
okay,
should be.
60-40.
It should be 50-50 because Hitman, he's basically, making the sacrifices. He's trying to make the battle happen. He's trying to book it on his league. And
Hitman
he's
get more views too.
yeah, and
Hitman, if anything, Hitman probably could have said, I want the bigger slice of the
hit
pie here
and
because of
Hitman
the numbers I bring in.
and Hitman made a good point what he said though, because he said that he said your last battle, it didn't even get nowhere close to 1 million views, because the battle that got dropped after that was Rosenberg and Clips. That actually did bigger numbers than that.
Damn.
And then
Damn. See, when
what I
somebody
would what
talking, the Hitman
because
talking facts and receipts, then it's like,
because I don't want Hitman to think that I was missing anything out. Another thing that was also mentioned was Mook was actually trying to shop the battles around to ARP while he was trying to make the battle with on Chrome 23 happen.
yeah.
And he was like, why are you trying to chop this battle around when we're in somewhat negotiations with Chrome 23? So it's like, that
Mook obviously was trying to figure out he fishing. You're fishing at that point. You're like, well, okay, while they're discussing that, we're trying to work this out. Let me try to take it over here and see if I can get more money
the
out of it.
this
That's
season
all that is. That's all that boils down to. It's just the money is always the bottom line, man.
there's when it comes to big battles like this, it seems like Mook always get into this little trauma politics, because we seen it happen with Briz not too long ago. We seen it happen with Easy, and now we're seeing it right now happen with Hitman. So it's just a little history behind it. So anybody that follows that, you may look like it's a duck by Mook. And I do feel like it's a duck by Mook, because when you're trying to get the battle that happened 3 times already and it don't happen, and that's all on Mook, like, you gotta notice that. And Hitman said he's never had any issues when it comes to negotiations, because he normally gets the battles that he wants. So I feel like it is a duck by Mook right now. There's not
Yeah,
much I could defend about it. 70-30, that's crazy though.
70-30 does sound a little egregious, man. But
So
again, pride, egos, greed, politics, the they hurt the culture more than anything. And I will figure both men deserve, a large sum of money for this battle for sure, because I feel like that battle would bring a lot of attention, a lot of hype, around that. And because of what they both have done in the culture as far as legacy wise and the paths that they have blazed for everybody else to follow behind them, they deserve some bread for this. I do feel like a 50-50 split is fair. It's cool. And how would here's the thing, man, Keo. If you turn down X amount of dollars, you wind up getting no money at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
because you couldn't agree to this, now you just don't do the battle. Now the battle just don't happen. Nobody gets no money. So that never made sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how one man could feel like because I didn't get the number that I exactly was trying to get, I lost. Nah, bruh. You could take whatever y'all can say. Like both everybody involved should be feel like they were treated fairly. There's no way somebody could be feeling fair with a 70-30 split. There's no fairness in that at all. Now 60-40 is still it's kind of pushing it considering the names. Like, for example, I'll tell you what. I'll even use myself as an example. If Mook was like, "Yo, I'll battle Danny Myers," you know what I'm saying? Of course, Mook is probably gonna get the lion's share of the bag. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure I'll be happy with the bag that I'll get, and it's not going to be the same bag that Mook got, but I'll at least I'll take what I could get, and I'm gonna flip that, and I'll also be able to kick Mook ass and add to my King of Harlem legacy.
Yeah.
Or I
Is
could just say no. Oh wait, y'all trying to give Mook 100,000, and you try to give me 30,000. Man, that shit that's so far off of a number, man. I'm cool. And now, guess what? Danny Myers gets $0 instead of 30 grand. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I now don't get nothing. I turn it down. I turned it, but the battle should happen. They should make this happen. I feel like they should make this battle happen. Somebody somewhere in somebody's camp, management, wherever, league owner, I don't know who's gonna do it. They gotta get these men to on a phone conference call, figure it out, and let it make sense for both of them, and let the fans enjoy the fight, man. It be stuff like this
yeah. Okay.
puts a sour
Uh,
a sour taste in
and
the mouths of the fans.
and
Is we don't like it.
and the thing what Mook's camp don't understand is that's okay, fine. We got Mook and Hitman, so Hitman is also trying to book like the big battles also that's on this card. He wants to make it like a good, really good card. Got to look at the flights, hotels, who's shooting it, and all that. So that's things that I think that's things that Mook's camp is overlooking, and I think it's just a shame, that
They
this
not
battle.
concerned about that. That's not see that part. That's not their concern. Their concern is what Mook gets.
But if they're saying that he's saying that he wants 50% of the streams, that does affect what else is on that card, though. It doesn't just affect the Hitman cards, because maybe some people want to go see this battle because what else is on that card? What happened if they do have a Danny Myers versus Calico on there? What happened if they have a Big K and Easy on there? People, those battles also affect the streams. Also, I know it's just is Mook and Hitman. That's a huge part of the stream, but there's other battles that affect the part of that those streams also, and that's one thing that people don't realize.
So who wants 50%? Is that who wants 50% of
Mook
the
wants
stream?
50. Okay, Mook wants 50% of the pay-per-view streams. Hitman was like, nah, okay. He was like, okay, you know what? Cool, I'm gonna let that slide. He actually let that slide. He said, okay, I'll let that happen. Then that's when they said the releasing the battles part. Then he was like, there was like, no, we want it on a different channel. We never agreed on bags and bodies. And that's when they Mook came back and says, hey, if we're gonna drop it on the bags and bodies channel, I want a 70-30 now. So it's like that, like damn. And
Well,
then
I
originally,
guess he's
wait,
looking at it like, well, you're gonna reap the benefits of all the
eh,
views,
and
but
here's the thing also that I also missed out. Also, so Hitman also said that when she came to Mook, originally wanted to battle Miss Hustle on Chrome 23, but then Remy was like, "Nah, I don't want that battle. I want you versus Hitman Holla on Chrome 23."
Okay. Hustle and Mook.
Yeah,
That's huge for Miss Hustle. Not
but
saying, and
but
she
I
deserved whatever
I
battle
don't.
she wants. If she wanted that, I'm not saying she wanted. I don't know,
And
but
another thing, Remy didn't want that battle because I think the relationship between them two ain't that good. I might be wrong, but from what I've been hearing from behind this, that the relationship ain't good with her and Hustle. That's why she hasn't been on Chrome 23 as of late.
oh, well, but honestly though, Hitman and Mook is the bigger battle.
Yeah, it is a
Hitman and
big
Mook
battle.
is like by to be fair, that's the
I
bigger battle. So I can understand why Remy would like no. She's looking at it from a business standpoint. Like I can make more money from this battle than I would from
yeah,
that
yeah,
battle.
because Hitman was willing to take a cut off to reach the number that Mook wanted, and Hitman was willing to do that just for Remy. And I do blame it on Remy and Chrome 23 because there was a huge line of communication because Remy would not communicate, not get back to Hitman through days, and he would hit her up constantly. So I do kind of blame it on Remy on that too for not trying to make the battle happen and at least have some type of communication that says, "Hey, this battle's not happening," but didn't hear nothing.
Man, yeah, that's odd. That's odd. That's odd. You're telling me Remy was trying to book the battle, but Hitman was trying to communicate with Remy but couldn't reach her.
I guess they reach in contact during the week of the Remy's event that just passed with the Averb and Swamp one. And she said, "Hey, you do good business. I like how everything went last time when you battled Easy. I want you back on the card." And he was like, "Okay, give me a call. Let me know what's happening." So her and Hitman reached the number that Hitman wanted, and everything was good on his side. When she reached out to Mook's side, that's when it was like, "Yo, the number is far from what Hitman wanted, like from what Mook wanted." Then the reach was really far, and then that's when the communication stopped happening when as soon as they couldn't reach that number, and Hitman was like, "Hey," and Hitman like, and it was at the point where Hitman was like, "Yo, let me take my cut off and give him that so you could actually try to reach that number." And Hitman was willing to do that. And it was just that Remy never communicated back with him about anything.
What I mean,
So Hitman's side was good though. His side was good. He was willing to do whatever it took to get the battle happen. But
and
it
it
was a
still
move.
ain't happened. Well, as of yet, it still ain't happened.
Yeah. Well, based off of what Hitman said, he said that battle will never happen.
Yeah, man.
When
Well,
you're when you get when
that
you
that
try to
that be that be the part I be talking about as far as the politics.
when you
Like
constantly
politics hurt the culture more than
yeah.
anything.
I mean, but as a battle rapper, when you constantly try to make a battle happen and it just doesn't happen because of that
You get
battle rapper,
discouraged. Yeah, you get discouraged and you get to the point like, you know what, man, I'm putting far too much of my time, effort, energy into this to make it happen. I'm doing everything that I can do to make it happen. I'm making sacrifices and it still ain't happen. All right, I'm cool, bro. I'm straight. Like
I
I
think
don't even. You
I,
lose interest. I've
I
seen it.
honest,
You know.
I think it's a duck, man. I think it's a duck, and I just think that Mook is scared of Hitman when it comes to battling. I think that's what it is, though, man.
Let me ask you this: if they were to battle, who would you have winning that battle? Like going into it, like prediction wise,
I would have Hitman.
that's a good
Hitman
battle.
Hey man, Hitman's been in his bag lately though, man. Like Hitman has showed me a side of him that I haven't seen. Like he actually showed that he has more than a performance. Like he actually
Did you not like Mook versus Twerk? Did you not like the Mook that showed up versus Twerk?
um I thought it was all right. It wasn't the best Mook though. Like, you could technically say he's been on a losing streak, back to back losses.
Yeah, you could, because you could say Big K beat him, and I did have Twerk winning. But then again, there are people who argue the opposite and be like, "Nah, Mook beat Twerk and Big K.
Yeah, you could
Y'all
possibly
hating
say,
on Mook." So
and it's just
it's
another.
not like Mook lost those battles like clear. Like they was some good fights, but I did have Twerk winning though. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? The Big K joint, even though I had Big K, when I did the little bar breakdown, it seemed like Mook actually did edge out that battle by a slight margin. But regardless, what was the better version of Hitman that you seen recently?
Against Ill Will.
Yeah, that was a good. That's a good Hitman right there, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was good in the blue
that's a
room
good
too.
battle. I like the battle. I like it for just legacy wise. From they both have built their own mountains. They both are pretty much Mount Rushmore worthy
After
MCs.
yeah,
It
after
would be sad to not get the battle because of outside stuff.
yeah, after hearing what I saw today, I want to see the battle even more now. Like I actually want this battle to happen, and I hope somebody steps in and actually tries to make this battle happen and actually finally books it. But right now, the chances are very slim of the battle happening, though. Um, I don't know. It just
You
moves.
know what though? That's a loss on unfortunately both men. They both lose out if they don't do that battle. But battle rap goes on, life goes on. We're on to the next battle. You know what I'm saying? Both of them could wind up battling somebody else. You know what I'm saying? There's still big battles out there for both of them. They don't necessarily have to battle each other, but I do think that battle makes sense. Just
Yeah,
again, it just makes sense as a battle. But if it don't happen, that they both take a loss. They really do.
yeah.
They both take a loss.
I,
And
I,
even though it might not be Hitman's fault, that's some money he could have made.
I
That's
think
some money he could have made. That's how many views do let me ask you, how many views does Hitman and Mook get? They drop it on YouTube. Like, what's the
over
views
a
on that after
million.
30 days?
I think over a million.
Yeah, sure. Obviously, a million is a start. Is it a 2 million battle? Is it 3 million views? Is it 4 million views?
I think
I think it actually depends on the quality of the battle itself. But I think just off rip, it's a million views just because
I
it's
think he'll
Mook and
do.
Hitman.
I think he'll do a million in one day.
Damn.
Because you look at
So
the
so so,
names,
so you go.
you look at that. It has that grudge match in it. It has all that animosity behind it, backstory behind it, and the history behind it. Also, you got two big names. Also, when it comes to Murder Mook, and you got Hitman, where big name also. So I think that's easily gonna do over a million in one day.
So after 30 days, how many views are we looking at?
I would say 4 million.
See, again, that's the point I'm making. That's what I'm saying. Like, I could see minimum of 3 million views, 4 million views on that battle. Not really sure as far as like the YouTube monetization nowadays, and I don't know how much that money that would actually translate to as far as the monetization on it. But again, that's a loss for both men if they don't get that battle. So
Yeah,
hopefully
yeah.
they're able to come to some type of understanding, some type of agreement, resolution, and say, all right, you gonna get this, I'm gonna get this. This is what we're gonna split, and now it's kind of fair for everybody involved. And let's make this happen for the culture. Let's put the politics aside. Let's put the ego, the pride. Let's put the money aside, and let's just have a dope ass fight. You know what I'm saying? We can bring the
But
excitement back to the culture. But
But you know,
they would have to be in that mindset.
but
Otherwise it just this is whack.
but if this battle doesn't happen, I would like to see the Hitman and Geechee battle though. I think that's a bit the
I
battle that
think
I would
that's pretty much like a lock for this year. I don't see how that doesn't happen this year.
as
Does
far as
that happen?
Mook.
That's where does Hitman and Geechee happen?
I think it's gonna the best it gotta happen on Chrome though. I could see it happening on Chrome. I think that's the only league that could happen. ARP's currently retired, so I don't see it happening on there. I don't see it happening on the URL because of Hitman's relationship with the URL.
So
I
could
don't.
it happen as like a riot slash bags and body collaboration card? Like
Yeah,
could it happen like that?
I could see something like that. I think that's a possibility that it could happen on. But I'm leaning towards Chrome 23. I think Chrome 23. I think Remy going for the kill shot at this Houston car right now. Okay, if she's saying that they tried to book Hitman and Mook, yo, they
Yeah,
tried
that's
to
yeah. Remy pockets, man. Remy pockets.
she tried to
Yeah,
drop
I
some
ain't telling you
bombs right
pockets,
now.
Remy, but you probably got a few coins, man. Remy got some coins if she can
Because
make
I
the
heard
Hitman and Mook shit
Cause
happen.
I heard some things though, man. I heard some things about this card, and this is they trying to drop some mega matchups on this card, man. So I'm actually looking forward to it. And
Remy, get at me. Get at me, Remy. I haven't been on Chrome 23. Get at your man. You
shoot,
know what I'm saying? That big ass purse you got, reach in there and grab a couple stacks of them $100 bills up out of there for the bar guy. I'll come give you a crazy show. I guarantee it. I got to vouch for myself. Fuck what Hitman and Mook talking about. Them, if they can't get no money, they don't want no money. Cool. Send me the money. Send me the money. You feel me, Remy? I'll come give you a show. Pick the opponent. I don't care who it is, and watch me come work. Shit. And
oh,
these
the
niggas act like
bar
they
god,
cool.
Chrome
If these niggas
23.
if they don't want no bread, man, listen. They don't want no. I'll take that bread, bro. I'll take it and make it work. So, and get at me, Remy. But yeah, man. Again, this is the dark side of battle rap, man. It's the whack side as well. This is the Twilight Zone. It's the money, the egos, pride, politics. That shit whack. A lot of the competitive spirit has been taken out of the game due to with growth comes change. So I get it. This ain't like we rapping on the corners and we just rapping in the alleys and shit like that no more. Now this is a it's an actual business now. You know what I'm saying? This is a business. This is a
Mm.
corporation, and so some of the rawness and some of the sheer will to be the best rapper, some of that stuff is gone. Now it's more about image and followers and views and nothing wrong with any of that. Nothing wrong with any of that. But I do feel like we have to maintain our competitive nature, our competitive spirit to want to be the best. The Mook, if Hitman is knocking on your door, man, open the door and come outside and see what he talking about, man. Like, see what he want. See what he want to do. He think he can beat you up. All right, well, go fight. You're the logo. Remember, you're the guy. You're the guy. They always when they talk about like two of the greatest, who name come up all the time? Mook and Lux. Mook and Lux. They're like Ryu and Ken from Street Fighter. Like it's like you can't
Mhm.
mention one without the other. So you got to maintain your presence and basically show why you're that guy, even that 2 decades later. You still Murda Mook. Now, when it comes
Yeah.
to the business, you can't tell man how to what money he should take and how to run his business. You can't tell somebody that, but I do feel like you got to get to a point where it's like, all right, I'm not gonna get every little demand that I want because now we're getting into Hollywood
I
diva. We're
think
getting into like
yeah,
diva territory.
that's the word Hitman used. He was acting like a diva.
Yeah, and see when you get into that territory, you got to kind of come back down to earth, man, and just and be the So I feel like the Murda Mook that was rapping on the street corners, he's long gone. Now we got the champagne, popping the bottles and partying and yachts and the hip hop rapper lifestyle. Nothing wrong with that. But never forget the street corner Mook, man. Like that's what we love. We loved you for that, man.
Well,
Bring that Mook
well,
back.
well. Hopefully we get this, man, and we'll get updated if we hear anything else about it. But besides that, man, let's get out of here and go to our shout outs.
Yo, man. Listen, man. I'm the go for a reason. I'm the go for a reason, man. I love to do this. I do this shit damn near every weekend, man, and I give it my all, man. Ain't no league ever had to have a problem booking Danny, and Danny was trying to ask for this and ask for that, and if I didn't get this, then fuck it, I've been in some situations where I didn't get what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? There's been a few battles where it's like, damn. But for the sake of I still want the battle more than the money. Like I want this fade. I want this smoke. I want to get people a show. Sometimes that just I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's just who I am. You know what I'm saying? It could be a bad thing because I probably don't have the money out of this game that I could have or should have due to just my willingness to take a lesser pay in order to make something happen. You know what I'm saying? But that's just because when I got into this thing, I never got into it to get rich. I never got in it for the money. I got in it because I just love to be a battle rapper. I wanted to be the best, man. But anyway, I'm different from the rest of these niggas, so I can't even compare me to them. Subscribe to the channel, Danny the Bar Guy. Follow me on Twitter, Metaphor Messiah. Follow me on Instagram at Danny the Bar Guy. Subscribe to the channel, MBS Central. Listen, we're on Apple Podcasts, we're on Spotify. Follow the show, infinite content. We're gonna talk about it all, man. We're gonna keep it real, and that's just we don't care about no feelings, we don't care about no egos. We just talk the shit, man. Yeah. That's my man. Follow him, I Hate Keo on Twitter.